So sober living is a funny story. So after I moved from Atlanta, where I was homeless, living in front of a trap house and under a bridge at one point, I went to my sister's house to Columbus, Georgia, where that's like my safe spot. Whenever I want to get sober, my sister was always like, come here, you know, it's a safe spot, you can do your thing, whatever. Detox, no judgment, great. So I had like a month of sobriety under my belt, and my mom suggested that I go to like a sober living program or some kind of rehab because I needed professional help. Like I had tried getting sober and a million times and it just never worked. So she was like, maybe you should get professional help. I was like, yeah, that might be a good idea. So anyway, moved down to Columbus, Georgia. I'm in sober living. I think I'm doing well. I end up getting into an argument with some guy because he was supposed to move his stuff out. The messages got mixed up. Anyway, there was a misunderstanding. I took his stuff out of the house. I got in trouble because they thought that I was trying to steal it, apparently, which wasn't true. So they kicked me out because he said that he didn't get some of his stuff back, which was a lie. And then about a couple weeks later, they invited me back. They said, hey, we understand that was a messed up situation. Come on back. So I come back, doing my thing, and we're in the sober living van going to AA, and people are like shouting instructions to the driver. And anyway, it gets blown out of proportion. I get kicked out again because I laughed at the situation. I was sitting in the passenger seat and they're all screaming and yelling and I'm just over here laughing. I got kicked out because I was laughing. Number 2. So they kicked me out. About a month later, they invite me back. They say, hey, we know that guy was a little strung out. Like, sorry, come on back. So I said, okay, sure, why not? Because I was in Savannah, Georgia. I had nowhere to go. I didn't have family there. I was like trying to find a way to live, but it wasn't working. Anyway, they said, come on back. So I come on back, and so this is the 3rd time back at sober living. And there was a new director there at this time, and this guy was using drugs, selling drugs to the people in sober living, and he was the director, mind you. And I thought that something was fishy, and I kept putting it out there that I thought the guy was on meth. He got word that I thought that, and I was spreading that because I was trying to talk to like the higher ups and be like, hey, maybe you guys should do a drug test on this guy. Anyway, he kicks me out, and about a month later, it turns out he was on drugs. Imagine that, a fucking drug addict recognizing a drug addict. And so, yeah, that's it. No sober living. I'm done.